All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to DataHawk's webinar. Today, we are talking about how you can stay tax compliant in Europe and automate your VAT-related issues. We have a very interesting VAT expert with us for e-commerce businesses. Hi, Claudia.
Hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me here today.
Claudia is a VAT expert for e-commerce businesses and also a sales consultant at HelloTax. Claudia, would you like to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about what you do and what HelloTax does?
Yes, of course. So since 2016, we are helping e-commerce sellers to be compliant in Europe. So we are helping them to register for VAT in different countries in Europe, especially Amazon countries in Europe. Then we help them to be compliant. So VAT returns and everything that is connected.
That's very interesting because it's very right that when your Amazon businesses are on peak, it's very natural to want to expand internationally, and there's no doubt that a green field of opportunity is there, but it comes with substantial risks and challenges, and one must be prepared for these. And before we take a deep dive into the challenges of new Amazon markets heads first, it's very important to do your groundwork and to start to understand how selling products internationally, on what factors it depends. Mainly your CAC, your cost of upfront investments, and your customer acquisition costs, including your market sizes and growth potential. Then one should look at the speed of the market and also the nature of the sales cycle. And involving all of these, there are a lot of expansion challenges that one should consider. For instance, challenges related to your business, like organizational readiness or, rebuilding your brand authority and trust, and understanding geographical differences in demand. That is very important. Looking at price points and fraud risks, also looking at product challenges and logistic challenges. For instance, fulfillment and shipment practices, or what are the legal and data protection issues that are going on, or in-market customer support systems. What is one most important point here is the payment differences and the currency consideration, because everything that I just said above comes back to one thing, which is like payment difference and currency consideration, and a deep understanding of the role of different currencies plays a great role in international transactions, and it is very essential therefore to understand this. And you'll need to know the payment platforms also used across borders. I think that's where tax compliance and expansion challenges related to it also should be considered. What do you think, Claudia? Would you like to take it from here and explain, give us more detail and insights on how things will be changing further?
Yes, of course. So I will first of all present you the topics that we will be touching today. So as you can see, we will be talking about tax compliance expansion challenges. Okay, so as you were talking, because this is really a thing that we need to consider before starting our business, before expanding into a European country or the European market right now. We will talk also about the reason to register for VAT, so the reason that are ongoing right now until the 1st of July, and about what will happen after the 1st of July, about the OSS changes for EU sellers and for the non-European companies, and also about what we do as HelloTax at the end and how to get a free VAT consultation with us.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, as said before, what problem are we solving is quite easy. We are here to help, as said, e-commerce businesses that are struggling with VAT registration, VAT topics. As we know, it's not always easy. We are not all tax experts, and sometimes starting a business and expanding in different countries, it can be really difficult. And for that, we are here to help this kind of sellers. So European and non-European sellers that wish to expand into Europe. Okay, so what is the first step? Okay, what is the first step if you wish to start a business in Europe? If you wish to start a business in Europe under VAT perspective, of course, first of all, you need to know your VAT liability. So from the past and the present. In all European country where you are operating, because we need to really make sure that we are taking a look at every single country in which we are selling. As okay, we are in Europe, but at the end, each European countries unfortunately has still different rules. Then, of course, register for VAT in different countries, and later on we will see the reason why you need to register for VAT, when is really mandatory to register. Get your goods movement, okay? So also here, it's really important always to take a look at where our products are stored. Also this because of the local legislation and in order to be compliant. And yes, have complete visibility on all your sales channel and to see how you're performing in different countries and in the different periods. And yeah, take a look at the threshold, take a look on how much you are selling in each country separately. So this is absolutely really important, because we are not thinking about this part when we are opening an e-commerce business. We are more thinking about, you know, what product we need to choose and this kind of things. But then there is all this difficult part there that is really important.
Right,
Okay,
absolutely. So,
so
Claudia, I have a question. So, when you apply for a VAT number in your home country, is it only one registration that is to be done, or there are multiple registrations?
do you mean like in your home country, if you need to have more VAT numbers, or no, you always need just to have one VAT number per country, okay? I will
If
explain.
you are in a non-EU country, then if you're a non-EU client in that case?
In that case, there are few reasons why you need to register for VAT. And one of those reasons can be that even if you are a non-European seller, you are storing in a European country. And
Mm-hmm.
because of this, you need to have the VAT of that country. So I give you an example. USA client, okay, is storing, for example, in FBA, in Amazon, in Germany, and in France. Is mandatory absolutely for him to have the VAT registration both in Germany and in France, in all the countries that he will be selling and storing in, especially storing in, because the storage means that you need to have the VAT in this country.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And yeah, so when I was talking about the differences that there are in Europe, I think that this map can really highlight this, because as you can see, we don't have the same VAT rate in all European countries. Is going from 18% to 25%, no, to 27%, sorry. So you see that even the VAT rate is really difficult. No, it's really different from country to country. And this is why we really need to really take a look on each country in which we are selling to. Okay, so talking about complexity of the VAT registration process, of course, there are several countries in which the registration process is um, hard, okay, and quite longer than in the others, okay. Talking about especially the countries in which Amazon has the warehouses, we can see that Poland is really one of the simplest one, and Spain is really one of the painful one, because really registration in Spain can be sometimes
Yeah.
really be so hard. But of course, if registration needs to be done, there is nothing that we can do. We just need to have patience and register in the country where we need it. But
Right.
also here, the differences are in each European country. So each VAT process in each country can be a little bit different, and each country can require different documents, okay? So
Right.
here. But of course, we at HelloTax, we are doing this on a daily basis. We have our tax experts that will be absolutely able in case to help you to,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, this is really, really important. So the reasons to register for VAT, this is really important. So talking about the distance selling threshold limit, we have two situations. So the situation that we have right now until July, and
Yeah.
what will happen after. So, okay, right now in July, there are different threshold limits in Europe, moreover, going from 35,000 euros net per year to 100K. And when you reach a threshold in a country, you need to register for VAT. But what will happen from 1st of July? Basically, these thresholds will no longer be valid with the introduction of the one-stop shop. But of course, if one of you will pass any threshold at the moment, will be still liable to register VAT in this country. Another part that will not change with the one-stop shop coming is the storage that I was talking before. So
Yeah.
if, for example, you are doing the pan-European package on Amazon, okay, the
Yeah.
pan-European fulfillment, you need immediately, for example, to have 6 VAT numbers. So you need to have Spanish one, French one, German one, Polish one, Czech Republic, and Italian one.
Right.
So this will not change from the 1st of July. So if you store in a country, you always need a VAT there.
Okay. Okay. And if a seller is not, doing or going for storage in a country, then can they, do they have to register for their VAT ID, or they can deregister themselves in that country?
If they can register themselves.
Yeah. Because you
So,
said that it's very important when they do when they are doing storage in a country.
okay, but are we talking about European client or non-European company?
You can tell us for both, actually.
Okay. So about European company, we will be also talking about that at this moment. Basically, with the new OSS regulations,
Right.
okay. Okay, here we can see it. So I will use also that. So basically, with the new with the new OSS regulation, if you are a EU company, okay, you will be able basically to get the VAT number just in your home country, apply for the OSS in your home country, because you can see that European clients can only apply for OSS in the home country. They cannot decide.
Right.
And basically, when you will be selling from your home country, I am, for example, a German company. I have German VAT and OSS in Germany.
Yeah.
I can sell from Germany to any European country. And thanks to the one-stop shop, I will pay all VAT taxes just to German tax authorities, basically.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And as you can see, for non-European companies, okay, they need to decide, okay, one country in which they register for VAT, and in which they have their business activity. They decide which country, and the country remains as a choice for the following 2 years. And this country, as you can see, is called Member State of Identification. So basically, if someone is selling, for example, in Germany, France, and Poland, can decide which country will be their member state of identification and apply for the OSS in this one country.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I know that these topics are quite complex. There is a lot to say, but yeah, we will just give a general presentation. Then, of course, we are here for any question in the future.
Sure.
Okay, here is quite important. So, EU companies threshold. Okay, so there is difference between European companies storing in just one place and European companies storing in different countries. So as you can see, so a company that is storing in just one European country has one European distance sale threshold of 10,000 euro. And this threshold is already considered as met if was met in the previous year or in the current year, okay? For European companies that are storing in different countries, and also for all non-European companies, so basically, they don't have a threshold limit, and they need to calculate the VAT based on the destination country. So this is really important to take a look at. Also thinking about the future business model and how we would like to expand our business into Europe. Okay, another really important topic is the new rules in which online marketplaces will be collecting VAT. So they will not be able to be responsible of all types of transactions. There are only two types of transactions that they can be made responsible of. So we can see, okay, one type is when a non-European company is storing in a European country and making, okay, a sale directly to the customer, to EU customers.
Right.
So one type of transactions is that. Another type of transactions that we can make the marketplace responsible of, okay, for collecting VAT is if we are selling products, okay, to Europe directly from non-European countries, okay. So it means that, for example, we can make a marketplace responsible of VAT in a transaction if, for example, we are a USA company storing the goods in the USA, we are selling directly to a customer in Germany, and the whole order value is not exceeding 150 euros. In this case, we can make the marketplace liable, and the marketplace will be collecting the VAT.
Right. Okay. Okay. Very clear.
Okay. One of the last things, so about non-European, so sellers storing in EU, how will it look like? So we see we have a cycle here. So basically, in the moment of receiving the payment, the marketplace will buy the product from the seller, okay? The marketplace will sell them the product to the final client, okay? So so the marketplace will sell the product and not directly the seller. Then the VAT payment, okay, so the marketplace will pass the VAT amount to the tax authorities, and then non-European company will receive the net amount. So it means that, of course, he will not receive the sales price, because the sales price is always with the VAT already inside. Will receive the net amount, so the amount without the VAT.
Right. Claudia, I think you're on mute.
Oh, so sorry. My
No
mistake.
problem.
So last topic. So what makes a marketplace the deemed supplier? So we always need to check this. So there are, as we can see, two levels of validation. Okay, and if the answer to both levels of validation is yes, so the marketplace will be considered as deemed supplier, and this is really important. So first of all, we need to check if the marketplace is participating to or controlling at any stage at least one of the topics that we have there. So the term and condition of the sales, authorization of the charge to the customer for the supply, or ordering or delivering the goods. So this is absolutely the first part that needs to be checked. And then, okay, the second level of validation, really, really important. We need to see if the marketplace provides more than one service in relation to the sale. So it provides, for example, the payment processing, listing or advertising the goods, redirecting customers to other marketplaces where the goods are offered without any further involvement in the sales. So I said, if the answers to both levels of validation are yes, so the marketplace will be considered as deemed supplier. And this is really important.
Right.
I will pass it right now for a moment to you, Pooja, again.
Yeah, maybe before we go to the end, I think we can also let people know how how these upcoming changes will be beneficial to them, and is there any way or any steps that they should specifically look at, to prepare themselves for these changes?
It will be really beneficial for e-commerce sellers because at the end, before with the threshold limits that were existing, if you were selling a lot, you needed really to have a lot of VAT numbers. So a lot of VAT numbers means a lot of costs, okay? Because at the end, you need to appoint services or tax accountants that takes care also of the VAT returns in all these countries. And with these regulations, if you are really just storing in one country, for example, you really can do all with the OSS. So this is really absolutely awesome.
Right. Thank you. That's very clear and helpful. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So yeah, I will pass it again to you. I think that you had something to say at the end about data hook, right?
Sure, because I think it's very much related when we are talking about tax compliance and challenges of moving to different marketplaces. Also, managing and managing more based on business analytics. Your Amazon business, it's very important to have something, have a tool or have a software that helps you automate or simplify your work per se, and also take take a more data-driven approach, and that's where exactly DataHawk comes in. So for those who are on the webinar today, if you are a DataHawk user already, just hang on for a second, and if you are new to DataHawk, I will just give you a brief of the top products that we have. It includes, SEO, which takes care of your daily organic performance, and you'll have analytics on your organic performance and ways to optimize it better. You also find product data analytics, where we provide key metrics on any product on Amazon, like pricing or star ratings, estimated sales. And you also have alerts and triggers that can help you keep a track on it, receiving daily alerts or immediate alerts in a way. And then you can do your market research and intelligence as well on our platform. That will help you gain insights on market dynamics and what is the optimum price to be ranked on the first page for an organic search. What we also offer is advertising analytics, which will help you to monitor and analyze your advertising performance, impressions, your conversion rates, your ad spends, all your KPIs for your advertising matrix. And in the end, we have financial analytics to help you monitor your daily sales and sales orders and units sold. What is really interesting is also our sales estimator, and one recent one recent feature that we have launched is DataHawk's ROI calculator. Claudia, if you can allow me to share my screen, I'll just quickly share my screen and
Yes,
show it.
absolutely, yes.
Thank you. Just a second. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can you see the ROE calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to DataHawk's ROE calculator, it is basically a calculator that can help you quickly and easily calculate your annual estimated benefits if you decide to use DataHawk for your day-to-day e-commerce business operations or scale your usage in a way. So from boosting your team's productivity or by saving the working hours or increasing your sales and margins to identify what are the missed sales opportunities, and the ROE calculator is very beneficial in terms of estimating what potentially you could save. When I say what potentially you could save, I mean potentially saving your working hours or your overhead values, or saving on technology, or making extra sales. So identifying each of these opportunities, definitely is beneficial. I think Claudia got disconnected. Okay, so anyway, to finish this off, if you are interested, I suggest definitely go on DataHawk's ROE calculator and have a look. It could really help you understand how you can make your investment strategy more stronger. Taking you back to the presentation, if you would like to connect with HelloTax, here's what you can do. You can contact Claudia and stay VAT compliant in 2021. You can book a free consultation call with them. You can contact Claudia on LinkedIn, and I will make sure that I send you an email with all the details as well as recording of the webinar in case you have missed it and still registered for the webinar. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.